Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are going to be unboxing and assembling this super cute water garden. So this right here is an aquaponic system. So on this channel, if you guys follow me or have watched any of my videos, a lot of what we focus on this channel is hydroponics, which is simply growing plants in water, right? The aquaponics is this really cool thing where we have this relationship between plants and fish. Whenever we're dealing with hydroponic systems, we're adding nutrients into the water to give the plants some sort of food to eat from. And the really cool thing about aquaponics, or at least the idea behind it, is that the plants give the fish food and the fish give the plants food. Now, I tend to find that you're going to need to supplement food for the fish. I don't think that the plants give everything that the fish needs. Now, once you get your system really established and maybe going really well, it may, but at least at the beginning, you're going to need to feed your fish some. So this system is from Back to the Roots company, and this is a company that I have stumbled across and I really like them. Now this I purchased on my own and they have not sent me anything. They don't know I'm doing this video. I'm simply doing this video because I thought this product was really cool and this company was really cool and I wanted to share it with you guys. So this company has all kinds of different grow kits, herb kits, kits like this, different things like that where they give you everything you need to start experimenting, trying new things. And I think it's really cool, especially to get kids involved in gardening or maybe as gifts. I think what they offer is just really cool, so I wanted to share it with you guys, and I wanted to do this unboxing with you guys because I kind of want to start opening the world to aquaponics a little bit maybe. I think it's really cool. So let's go ahead and get into this system. On the outside of the box here, it says that it has everything you need to get started, which is true, except for it doesn't have the fish, which obviously, because how are you going to keep a live fish in here, right? But it does. It has everything else that you need to get started. So I went to my local aquarium shop and picked out an awesome fish, which I will show you here in a little bit. My daughter has lovingly called him Blueberry because he does have some blue in him. Now I will be linking this product in the description below for you guys. I will also link the website to this company for you guys if you want to look into some of their other products that they have, which are really cool. But we open up the top of the box here and this is what we see. It says, "Welcome to your water garden." This is your instructions for setup and care. Estimated setup time 20 minutes. Experience the magic of aquaponics. Okay, so let's get into this. So let's see here. First thing I see, betta food, which is what I got. I did get a betta fish. And I actually bought some food for the fish. I'm going to go ahead and pull this top piece off here. Let's see what we got. Okay, so here is like a bag of rocks. This is the growing medium, which the world of aquaponics is kind of crazy, and I don't know very much about it at all, to be honest with you. I don't feel like it's a huge leap from hydroponics, but there's definitely a lot of differences. So this might be a little bit of a learning curve. But with aquaponics, you actually don't grow in any soil whatsoever. You grow in these like rock things. It's pretty interesting. So those are our growing medium. Then here we have some seeds, which I think is really cool. They send you seeds. We have radish microgreen seeds and we have wheatgrass seeds. And then they gave us a $3 off a male betta. Oh, they gave you a coupon to buy your fish. Very cool. I didn't buy my fish from them. I went to, like I said, my local place and bought a fish. Here's like a little filtery, spongy thing. I'm sure we'll need that for something. Here's this little white tube. Uh-oh, some assembly required. It's going to be fine, right? It's going to be fine. We'll figure this out together. We have this black rubbery tube. And we have our pump and power cord. This looks familiar. I've seen a lot of these before. Okay, then we have our little growing trays. This is what our growing medium right here is going to fit inside, and then we're going to sprinkle our seeds on top, something like that. And then these sit down inside this piece just like that, the way they came. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, here's our tank. This tank is actually much bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a little 1-gallon tank, but this is actually a 3-gallon tank. So this is a good sized tank. Okay, so the first thing the instructions tell us to do is to make sure that we rinse out the tank, this black tube, our little white connector piece, and our pump. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first, just over in my sink, rinse them out really good, and I'll come right back. Okay, now that those are rinsed out, we're going to go ahead and put this together. So our little white piece here, you see how it kind of has like this hook here? This is actually going to hook on the side of our tank. So we're going to take our tube here and we're going to push it into the bottom of that piece. And this might be a little bit difficult. Nope, we got it. We're good. We got it. It's on. Okay, so that black piece just slides onto there, and then this piece slides onto our pump, which our pump is going to go like this, and it's just going to slide onto here like this. So that's pretty simple so far. We got this. Okay, so now that we have this all put together, we're going to go ahead and put this on our tank. And if you look at your tank here in the back, you see this little notch here? That is where this little white piece is going to slide down in, just like that. And then our pump has 2 little squishy feet on the bottom that we can push against the side of the tank, and it will suction on right there. Okay, and then our cord just kind of hangs out the back for now. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put this white piece on because it lines up with that little spot there. So there's a little notch here for this to stick out through. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. And you can see in the front here, this is where that little white piece that we just put on the back comes out through to put the water up here into where the plants are. Now the reason that I went ahead and put the lid on now is because the instructions say to fill this up to 1 inch below this white piece. So we're going to go ahead and fill this up with room temperature water. It'll be about 3 gallons because this is a 3-gallon tank. So let's go ahead and fill it up. Okay, so now that we have this all filled up and it's about 1 inch below this top piece here, we're going to go ahead and take this off because now we actually need to take our fish, which I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see Blueberry very well, but he is a super pretty betta fish. He's like blue and purple and white. It's gorgeous. And we need to go ahead and set him in this tank in his water bag for about 15 minutes, the instructions say. And that helps the fish get used to the water temperature of this tank. Obviously, they're both about room temperature, but sometimes those fluctuations can shock the fish. So we just go ahead and set this in here and let him get used to this water temperature and make sure he's okay before we release him into the tank. So we need to let him sit for 15 minutes and then I will come right back and we'll set up the garden on top. So while our fishy hangs out here for just a few more minutes, I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about this aquaponic system. So what's really cool about these is it's like a cycle. And I just kind of want to read the back of it here to you guys. This is really interesting of how this whole thing works. So first, your fish produces nutrient-rich waste in regular aquariums that builds up and becomes harmful to your fish. In a water garden, the plants clean the water by continually taking up nutrients from the waste as their food to grow. The clean filtered water drips back down to your fish. I mean, it's a pretty simple system, but that is like the whole science behind aquaponics and why people get into it. There's actually this incredible world of aquaponics where people actually have tanks of fish that they send water through tubes to water plants and things like that. That is really just incredible, and this is just a very mini introductory level to something like that, but I think it's really cool and I wanted to show it to you guys. In this type of system, mostly what you're going to be able to grow is things like herbs and microgreens, so that's what you're going to be looking at growing in something like this. Some people have experimented with a few other things. There was some suggestions in here of people who have experimented with bamboo and pothos plants, which is really cool. I also wanted to mention that inside here, it says that if you go to the backtotheroots.com/refills, you can purchase more seeds and more growing medium and everything you need to keep your aquaponics system going. There's also a free offer to get some different microgreens and things like that. So be sure to check that out. I'll make sure that I link that down below as well for refills. So it's really cool. I love what they have here. And I was mentioning earlier that they have some really cool other kits that would be fantastic for kids or for gifts or even just for fun projects. And some of them are listed on the back here. And they have mushroom grow kits, which are really fun. I think I might do that. They have kits where you can grow, let's see, what are they called? Garden in a can, where you can grow cilantro, dill, and mint. Garden in a can. That's so cool. And then they have like a tomato plant growing in a jar there. I don't know. I think it's just a really interesting idea, and I love what they're doing. So I wanted to share that with you guys, my fellow gardeners who might think that that's kind of fun. So in preparation to putting together our system here, we actually need to rinse them out. We need to rinse our little sponge here and all of this. We also need to rinse our growing medium under some hot water. So we're going to put this in a strainer and get this rinsed off. Okay, so it has been about 15 minutes and our little fishy is in there swimming around, having a good old time. So we're going to go ahead and release him into the water. So we're just going to let him be free. Be free, Blueberry, be free. Yay! Okay, so we got our fishy in there. We can go ahead and put our top piece back on here now, making sure that this little notch here on the top fits where our cord comes out. So we're going to go ahead and place that on there. Okay, so I brought you guys in a little bit closer here so you can see what we're doing on the top. So next we're going to take this little spongy filter thing and it's going to fit down inside here. And this just helps to keep all the plant roots and all that sort of stuff up here. So it just goes right there. And then we can go ahead and start putting in our little baskets. Now, if you notice, the baskets have like little dents and holes in them. You want to make sure when you're putting these together that they line up so that this little hole right here where you feed your fishy through fits right on top of this spot right here, which goes down into the tank. So those two just put together like that. And then this one on the end. Okay, so now we're going to take about 3/4 a cup of growing medium and put it in each one of our pods up here. We're just kind of eyeballing it. I'm not much of a measurer. Okay, so now that that is all set up, we're gonna go ahead and get our seeds planted. So we're gonna go ahead and plant some seeds in here, and it seems like we just kind of sprinkle the seed on top of this growing medium, which is kind of crazy to me, but we're just gonna give it a try. So this one is the wheatgrass. So we're gonna open it up here, and these seed packets are very full, which is awesome. So there's the little wheatgrass seeds. So we're just going to take some of these, and I'm going to put the wheatgrass in the middle. The back of this seed packet says about 1 teaspoon inside of the grow thing here. The back of each packet has a different recommendation. It said, but this one also says 1 teaspoon. So about 1 teaspoon of seed in each pod is, I guess, what the recommended amount is. And we just sprinkle these over the top. This is insane. Like, this is so fun. I love it. I've never done anything like this. I'm so excited to see how it goes. So we did that one. Then I'm going to do the radish microgreens in the other 2 sides. So excited to give you guys updates on these. So, oh, that's probably a little much. About like that maybe. So these are the radish. We're going to do 2 radishes. Just sprinkling them all over the top, just like that. And then on the other side as well. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. This is really fun. I mean, you're just throwing seeds and weird rock things and it's gonna grow, I guess. Okay, so to feed our little fishy, let's do that before we do anything else. This right here is the little feeding hole for our fish, and we're gonna grab the food that they gave us. Guys, I may have made a boo-boo. When I was going in to get the fish food, I found Beta Bowl Plus water conditioner. I missed a step. Do you think it's safe to put it in now? So before you put your fish in, learn from my mistakes. And when you fill up your water, this is supposed to go in first. Do you think it's safe to put in with little fishy now? Because do you think it's okay? I don't know. Okay, we're back. I added the water conditioning stuff to the water. I mixed it up really good, and I'm hoping it's okay. I've never seen this before. I don't know if it's just because like beta fish need something other fish don't. This is not something that I'm very knowledgeable in, so don't take my advice on that. Actually, don't take my advice on any of this because this is just me showing you a cool product and I might be doing it completely wrong. I mean, I think I set it up right except for I missed Anyway, so we're going to feed our fish. So what we're going to do is they sent us a little pack of fishy food, which is amazing. And we're just going to take a little bit and you can drop it down inside this hole right here, which is really cool. Because you don't need to even move the plants or anything. Isn't he so pretty? Welcome to the family, Blueberry. Oh yeah, he's eating now. I thought maybe he was like too stressed because of the move and everything. Moving can be stressful, y'all. But he's eating now. And he seems like he's swimming around nice and happy. So exciting. Look at him. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is the system all put together. The seeds are in place. It's really kind of crazy to me, like just throwing some seeds on top of essentially what feel like lava rocks. And yeah, I don't know. It's really exciting though. So we're gonna go ahead and plug this in because that's the last thing we need to do here. We're gonna go ahead and get our cord and plug it in. Now this does not have any grow lights, obviously, which we're kind of used to grow lights around here, but this is just gonna have to be in like a semi-sunny place. Okay, so let me just lift one of these off here so you can see this top section here fills with water. Our little water pump is pumping water up here, and some of the seeds fell through the holes and are in there now. I assume that's not really a big deal. We'll have to see. But that's what's happening inside there. Over here, let's lift this one up, because here is where the water will fill up to and then drain down. So, and we can see it starting to drain here. Let me get this situated back on. We can see the water there starting to drain back into the tank, which is really cool. So obviously this is aerating the water for the fish as well. So this is really cool. I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to this sort of stuff, but I love it. I think it's awesome. Obviously you can customize your tank by adding some pebbles to the bottom, adding some different decorations, little like buildings if you want to put in here with your fish. Any of that kind of stuff is fine. You can decorate this however you want. I didn't want to add anything yet because I kind of wanted to just show you exactly what came with the box. So this is what you're going to have once you set it up, and then you can decorate it from there. Also, you can grow whatever you would like out of the top of this, but again, think in terms of herbs and microgreens. And really the amazing thing about microgreens I wanted to touch on real quick is microgreens are extremely healthy for you. Microgreens are essentially like little tiny plants, and all of the energy and all of the nutrients and all of the flavor from those larger plants are really packed into these tiny little sprouts, and they're so delicious. I love throwing them into salads, on top of wraps, on sandwiches, or whatever. Even just picking them off and eating them, they are really fantastic. So for something like this, you can actually grow microgreens in 7 to 10 days. And you can reuse this planting medium. And they give you a lot of seeds, plus they give you a resource to get more seeds, which is really cool. But you can actually have a turnaround of microgreens in this system every 7 to 10 days. So that's producing quite a good bit of microgreens if you think about it. I think it's just really neat, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this system, getting into aquaponics just a little bit. I just thought it was really cool, and I thought you guys would like to see it. If you guys like this video, be sure to welcome Blueberry, our new beta fish, to the EverCrest family. It is so exciting to have him. I'm sure my cats are going to have just the best fun watching him. The good thing about this is that it's fully enclosed, and so they can't get to him, but they're definitely going to have fun watching him swim around in there. Anyway, if you guys are interested in this system, of course, it will be linked in the description below, along with all the refills, their website, everything you need to check out this system and all the other amazing products that Back to the Roots offers. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We will see you in the next one.